we just finna get straight into this because, to be honest, I just want to get into playing the game. Alright, I do want to be able to toggle, like, my mic and shit, so, these are sources. I don't want to do that. Is there a way that I can toggle my mic on and off? Advance. No. Should be in hotkeys. Can I only do that in normal OBS? Start recording, stop recording. Are you serious? Wow. Wow. Scenes, sources. Oh, there's nothing for mixer? Audio, maybe? Nope. Advance. Audio monitoring device. There's... Whew. Settings. This key, I guess. This key, I guess. What is on my hand? Feels like... Did my hair come off while I was freaking asleep? Alright. Trying to figure this stuff out. Probably should have done it before I went live, but it's okay. So can I have an in-gamer lit? Nope. That's whatever. Okay, well, I guess since I can't toggle it. Oh, I haven't tried this. Hold on. Gotta toggle it through here. No. Bummer. Alright. Alright. Let me make sure that the audio is on. Good? I think we're good for now. Alright, we're gonna load this back up where we left off. I will turn my mic down a bit. There we go. Is that better? Nah, fuck it. Just leave it on. Yeah, who cares? Alright. Testing officially done. Doing that right now, but I'm not trying to hit it up. Alright. Talk with all these lowly peasants.
Oops.
I left my water out there. Hold on. Alright. Oops, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. I'll give you a content try. Who knows, I might really like you. Yeah, if you don't like me from the start, you're never gonna like me. Hey, you two.
Wait.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh crap, new guy over here. You boarded the train before things all went crazy. Check it out, me and the new guy.
Stop.
Stop acting like we're friends. I don't even know you.
You're just messing with
It's
me.
a joke, right? What is? You know, the thing you just said. Maybe you've heard my name before. Does Kai Montiago ring a bell?
Hey.
Come on, Kai Montiago? Something of an artist, something of an entrepreneur.
Very funny.
He's an influencer, a really big influencer.
Ouch. I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump. But
That's crazy. Ultimate influencer. You don't recognize the dumbass? It must be nice.
Yes.
Guy's the cancer of the internet. You disagree with him on one thing and he'll sick his army of underage followers on you. Sounds like a lot of people that I know. He's a dictator with a trendy fit.
Another day, another drama.
Dictator? Sheesh. You naysayer types are always so overdramatic.
Whatever.
Don't listen to our new guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda.
Are you done yet?
You're one to talk. Check yourself in the mirror before crying propaganda.
See that?
Uh-huh. I see you're no stranger to photo editing. I'm kinda impressed. No one would ever guess you had the face of a horse. The tears returned as quickly as they vanished. I'm not sure what I expected. An influencer to be like in person. But this definitely was not
Don't be
it.
mean.
Hey, leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but you can't see you're hurting his feelings.
Ugh.
You could get over it. Anyway, what about you? Can you give me your name and talent? Oh, sure.
I'm Diana Venecia, your local cosmetologist. If you're ever in need of a makeover, I'll work my magic. Just ask.
I'm gonna be coughing a lot because I was sick.
Come again.
Actually, let me use my freaking. Ugh. Is that it? You're just a makeup
For
artist?
your information.
Not just a makeup artist, the makeup artist.
Indeed.
Diana is the biggest beautician in Hollywood. She's relatively new to the public sphere, but word of her talent has been dominating social media. Enough to pique the interest of the entertainment elite. Now, every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her. I see this is not your first time talking about her. I'm simply quoting my friends. They are all on Diana's way.
I'm sure. Anybody?
Why is it a shock that this guy doesn't recognize her? What about me?
Humiliating.
Why do you not care? I'm sorry. Why do you care what he thinks? Isn't the demographic for people like you largely teenage girls?
No.
My stuff is for everyone. I'm inclusive like
Hold
that. Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, could you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? We're trying to get everyone together.
No worries.
Alright, see you later. None of you guys like me neither. I like you. I think you're dope. Were this any of the academy, I wouldn't bat an eye. The Ultimate Talent Program is a shell of itself. It'll hand out ultimate titles to anyone who asks. But Eden's Garden Academy said it was above that. It said it was prioritized academic talent. And now, it thinks I'm on par with those two. Hey bro, you gotta wake up, bro. I mean, if you don't want to wake up, you don't gotta wake up, but... Come on, man, just say something. Come on, please.
So harsh.
So harsh. All I wanted was your name.
It figures.
Oh, it's more people.
How's it slipping and sliding?
I swear to God, if this guy says he is the ultimate skier or snowboarder, I'm going to cry.
Oi!
What's the matter with him? I don't know. I've spent ages trying to get this guy's name, but he won't say anything.
It's simple.
If he's not a weirdo about it, just ignore him. Ignore you anyway. Who's my name's
Jet Dawson, Ultimate Drag Racer. Nice to meet you, shrimp.
Oh, my fault. Drag racer. Interesting. A drag racer. Given his outfit, that comes as no surprise. A little bit, because it does not look like a drag racing outfit. Aren't you warm in that suit? This guy is Scooby-Doo. This guy is Scooby-Doo. That is nuts. Are you confused? There's a fan inside of the back of the helmet that emits cool air. Kind of like fans in car seats that cool your butt. Isn't that super rad? With the way he yells every word, he can make anything sound like a big deal. Is there a button to make this disappear? There's not.
Nah.
Only issue is they don't extend the rest of my suit.
Grip.
Then stop wearing the suit and walk around naked. I meant wear different clothes.
So,
You should have an ultimate talent, correct? Would you mind sharing?
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
My brother. So, music producer? Yeah. Mark Bursky. The most average name I have ever heard in a Danganronpa game. But it's mostly bad remixes and stuff. No man, your music is wicked good.
Not a chance.
Nope. Do I even have to? You're the ultimate music producer. That just says about it all.
moving on.
I assume you two also just woke up in this place. Do you have any idea what might be going on? Yeah, this whole shebang did come out of the blue, but to be honest, it feels like an extreme haunt. Do you know what that is? No.
It figures.
You don't look the type. Meaning.
You following?
Anyway, extreme haunts are really intense horror attractions. Think of a haunted house crossed with a survival horror game. Stuff will chuck you into the ground tunnel systems, trap you into coffins, anything to scare you. I'm pretty good with coffins, not so much tunnels.
Important. Catch my drift?
You see, there's a couple of places that are known for starting their haunts with a simulated kidnapping.
For real?
To make it feel as real as possible, they'll even take you when you least expect it. The thing is, they can't just jump anybody. You gotta consent first. The hell? I'd never agree to
Come off the grass.
Extreme haunts? People know better than to involve me in that crap.
Well,
Maybe we consented to our kidnapping without realizing? For examples, the letters we received from the Academy, is it possible those invitations were actually consent forms in disguise?
correct.
Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything is possible. Is it really? Is that really what's going on? In accepting that letter asking me to join Eden's Garden Academy, did I unknowingly agree to this?
Nah.
Well, that's just a theory. We won't know what's going on until we explore.
In any case,
I know some people who might be interested in the theory. They're gathering by the courtyard outside. You could join them if you want.
Adios.
Dang, my boy Mark left. Though he looked less than enthused, he let the drag racer take him by the arm and lead him away. Could it really be possible? Were the letters we received actually consent forms in disguise? Is this some kind of messed up attraction? What does that say about Eden's Garden Academy? Is it a part of the charade? Is Eden's Garden Academy even real? I should know better than to think nonsense like that. If the Academy was fake, someone would have already blown its cover. It's more likely that this is happening unbeknownst to the Academy. Anybody around this tree? Okay, I want to talk to you, Shantae.
Oof.
So you got caught up in this too? I remember seeing the 5 of you on the train. You're really ultimate
Correct.
suits, huh? We wouldn't have been on that train if we weren't. Just making sure. I knew the education sector had low standards, but are they just handing out titles to anyone who asks? What is your damage? Alright, that's it. What's the matter? I know this bitch. As in personally? Nah, she's the harlot that's been ruining my magazines. Ever since her interview with Rich People's Digest, her stupid success stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer of the agricultural industry. Blah. Did I hear that right? This girl we're talking to, is she actually? I'm flattered you've memorized my resume. Your resume. So those things she said weren't an exaggeration?
If I may ask.
This is news to you? Anyone knows about Winona. Winona. That would be my name.
Many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
Never mind, I don't like you no more. I can already see what our relationship is gonna be like, and I hope you die first. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because this is a horror game, and black people tend to die first in horror games. But that's not for the reason. The reason is because I could tell you suck, so I hope you die. Still, that doesn't mean I'm going to let her talk down to me. She looks talent and wealth. She would be a truly auspicious match.
Interesting.
Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Eden's Garden Academy? I thought it would be an opportunity to make connections with the well-established geniuses of my generation. Now that I'm aware of the lax admission process, I'm leaving the first chance I get. And not because you've been kidnapped? You can't leave. Destiny has decreed that I must guide you towards a most wondrous romance. I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather receive financial reparations from the Academy. I cannot speak. At the very least, let me be your steed. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. After I fell asleep in that train car, someone must have carried me out and dumped me next to the tree here. Why didn't no one stop them? Were there no precautions in place to stop someone from manhandling a student? I'd say it was an extreme ineptitude on the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim...
What a joke.
Well, that makes things all more sinister. So she thinks someone carried her here? It's plausible, I guess. They could have transported us from the train by vehicle, then carried us in. When you woke up, was there anyone with you?
Honestly?
Yep, but she was weird, so I left her. You're a walking
You see?
stereotype. We know about as much as you do. The 5 of us have been walking around and talking to the other students that were on the train. The rest of them are congregated outside. Once we meet everyone, maybe we'll be able to figure what's going
By the
on.
way,
Say, why don't you join them? I think I'll take you up on that alpha. Alpha. Such a relief that one of you actually had something useful to say. That girl is a piece of work. Given the recent happenings, she's not worth the stress. More importantly, what's happening to us, it's too much for a single pair of hands. Someone had to sneak on too, maybe even hijack that train. Plant a chemical agent and then carry everyone they knocked out. That's gotta be more than one person behind this. A group, maybe. The question becomes who and why. Oh, you.
Yo! I'm Cassidy Amber, the ultimate pro gamer. Don't forget it, Kay.
Slow down. At least let me ask a few questions first, but if you want to jump into it, my number is 254. too much.
Very nice.
Jumping right into introductions.
Yep.
Making a good impression is key to grabbing the attention of your viewers, especially if you have over 20 million of them. Gotta earn that watch
Is that
time.
really true?
She's spitting. 20 million? Is gaming really that
Duh.
popular? It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming.
Yo!
Facing off against opponents in front of a large audience with prestige and prizes on the line, the stakes can't get any higher. While her talent is pretty frivolous, her attitude towards video game competitions is somewhat impressive. It's sort of like how I feel about debating.
Question.
Oh, question.
Hello?
What is it? Do you guys know if this place has internet? I promised my comrades that streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school. So I'm kind of freaking
Come again.
out. Your comrades?
Hey, hey.
Cassidy's comrades. They're the biggest fan community on the internet. She must mean her followers being a streamer and all. It would definitely explain the hack.
Curious.
You must be wealthy then. I've heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscriber donations. There are many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription. They are rendered forever unmarriageable. Such a shame. It is such a shame. So many suckers. Oh, so how many suckers have you swindled? With such a large fan base, you must be ranking the dough.
The hell?
What's wrong with
I
your
see
face?
how it is.
You think the only motivation is money, don't
Hey?
you? Well, duh. Why else would you be a streamer?
Bourgeoisie scum.
Typical bourgeoisie scum. I stream for the betterment of human race. As the leader of Cassidy's comrades, it's my duty to redistribute most of the earnings to the masses. You mean you give away all your money?
Yep.
I do tons of expensive and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it is for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers.
My genius.
One
is
time I
almost
bought a spaghetti
frightening.
factory and donated it to a public school. Those kids will never have to pay for lunch again. They've probably gotten sick of eating pasta every day. All of those giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them.
Impressive.
Impressive. You managed to commodify the act of charity. Of course, I gotta reserve some money for basic necessities. A truckload of chocolate soda being
Duh.
one. But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money, since I earn it through my own hard work.
So unfair.
The real problems are the swan who make billions every year, even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profiles.
Bourgeoisie
In
scum.
fact, I can even detect the rancid stench of a morally bankrupt billionaire in this very academy. I bet they're plotting to profit off of our suffering as we speak. This girl's honestly pretty deranged, though that might be why she has such a large audience. Regardless, it doesn't explain why someone like her was invited to Eden's Garden Academy. As wary as I am of future confrontations between you and the more affluent students, I suggest you head over to the building I investigated. We've been telling people to gather there.
Okay.
Alright, it was nice meeting y'all. Well done. We've exchanged formalities with everyone here. We should meet up with the others and formulate a plan of action.
I'm an ultimate.
Our honor as ultimates, we will not be confined any longer. What a dramatic kid. The others should be gathered by the courtyard. Oh, now you just want to take me places automatically? The other 11 students were gathered in the center of the courtyard, nervously discussing
Any
the
clue?
situation. So, any clue what's going on
What
here?
if...
We're being pranked.
Oh,
This would be a really elaborate plan.
No, seriously.
Some people have the money for it. Whatever it is, I'm killing the prick who's responsible. Unsurprisingly, they didn't seem to be getting anywhere.
Excuse
This
me.
is off topic, but I don't believe I ever asked your name, loud woman in visor.
remember the name.
It's Gracia Waika. And your surname? Madison. Grace Madison, the ultimate golfer. How do you know that?
My.
You said it in the dining hall.
That's...
I don't recall you being there for the
However-
introductions. Maybe she was eavesdropping.
never.
Eavesdropping? I would never. I simply happened to overhear your conversation. In other words, she was eavesdropping. Bless you. Hey, if we could step back for a second, what was this about in the dining hall? It's inside the building. Is there a kitchen?
Man.
They got anything locale? I'm
Pay
starving.
attention.
Be patient, will you? Introductions are still underway. Okay, but you have to speed run them.
Oh man.
Gaming references from someone else? The universe has been thrown out of balance. Along with the Grace Madison, we have the mighty and prestigious Wolfgang Akir. Or Akire, my fault. He's well known as the ultimate lawyer.
Hey, hey.
Oh, hey, lawyer man.
Lawyer man.
Is that your name for me?
Yep.
It's either that or Wolfie. Do you like Wolfie more?
I must decline.
Stay with what you already
Hi.
have. A lawyer. Wow, it's nice to meet you. Next up, we have Toshiko turned and squinted at me. His name seems to be escaping me. Perhaps you might know.
I'm not.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Broski.
He told me. I'm pretty sure it's Mark, right? My bad. I've got a habit of mixing these sort of guys together. What are you waiting for? Tell us your name already. Damon Maitsu. Ultimate debater.
A debater?
Ooh, so it's like a bargain bin.
Hey.
That's Grace Medicine, Wolfking Akira, Damon Maitsu. Who else is left?
Hiya.
Come on, darling, you can do it. Yeah, share your name. Eva. Just Eva?
Just like my video game.
Like a spy? Eva Tsunaka. That's a very pretty name.
Would you look at that?
Fittingly elegant, isn't it? But let's not get off topic. What's your talent?
That's...
Tell your talent. What's up with that? I told you mine. It's only fair if you tell me yours. Ultimate liar. That's funny. So, like, what's your
Deal
actual
with it.
talent? That's it. What?
Good to know.
Didn't know lying was something you could be the best at. You learn something new every day.
For real?
You actually believe her. How is someone supposed to make a career out of lying?
Now.
Easy. Get a job
It's
in
the
marketing.
truth.
It's just what I am.
How can that be?
That's supposed to be an explanation, but I mean, if you're the best at lying, how are we supposed to believe anything you say? As he sputtered those last few words, we all turned to Eva expectantly. That was when it happened. Do 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 do.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me?
Got a butler?
Yes? Great. Good morning, my amicable student friends. First off, allow me to apologize. I realize the ride here was a bumpy one, especially for ultimates such as yourselves. But expect things to be different within these halls. Yes, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to Eden's Garden Academy.
So you didn't want to host like some, what is it, a seminar? Is that correct? You didn't want to host something like that? And I don't know, just show up in person?
May this be the beginning of a wondrous journey.
Doubt it.
Did he just say we're at Eden's Garden Academy?
No.
We can't.
You think?
No kidding. This place looks nothing like a
Stop
school.
talking so loud.
I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat waiting for a proper orientation. Orientation. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure seminar is way different. But there's one more thing we must do before we meet face to face. It won't take very long. All I ask is that you enter the building across from me. From there, we can begin preparations for a formal introduction. Until then, farewell.
I must take note of this.
That was certainly interesting.
Whack.
Couldn't agree more.
Somebody explain.
Do you think he's the person that brought
You
us here?
following?
Yo, what if he set up the sleeping gas?
Bit
And
complicated.
the travel bag? How do you reckon he sucked on?
Guys.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're not going to skip the part he said about the building, are we? He wants us to go inside. What do you think we should do? Nope. I'm not waltzing right in there just for me to die or something. Die? You think we're going to be hard?
Hold on.
If our captors wanted to kill us, we'd already be dead. What would be the point in killing us now? Reactions, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a
How
psychopath.
should I put it?
If it calls for it, what if we walk in together as one big group? When you know someone is looking out for you, things can be a lot less scary. Aye, she's got a point. The only way we could progress is if we face the problem head on.
Soybean.
Easier said than done. I suppose that makes sense, but isn't it too naive? There's nothing wrong with a bit of optimism from time to time. Let's just try it. Alright. We gathered around the entrance, none of us willing to be the first to walk through. Eventually, I mustered enough willpower to push the doors open. Interesting, interesting. So is my game gonna like... Oh, I had to click. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa! Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hold on. Whoa. We're jumping into this already. Okay. We are jumping into this already. Let me get a cough drop. Hold on. Jesus. What looks like she was stabbed, but if she was stabbed, that means she had the gun. And she should have blasted whoever did it. Unless, of course, she stabbed herself. I don't know. In front of me lay the battered, bloody body of a young woman. I don't remember seeing her on the train.
What?
Why is there a dead body? What happened?
No way.
Is this another student? What? Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, you didn't mention the other girl? I didn't even see her.
Really?
You were there too? Bargain bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
funny.
And you missed a whole person? Yeah,
Hell
right.
no.
You saw her. You must have seen her. Come on, just admit it. Stop pressing me for an answer.
Hold on.
I can corroborate Damon's story. There was never a body. Miss Madison and I walked through this exact hallway and saw nothing.
I wasn't expecting
So between the
this.
time you left and the time you returned, this girl was murdered? You think she was murdered? Well, I don't know for sure, but what happened to her? Does that really look self-inflicted?
Oh shit!
So there's a killer running loose? But I don't recall hearing anything when I was waiting outside. Desmond can back me up, right?
Shit.
Yeah, she's right. There was no screams and no one left the building. So the killer's still inside? As more panic shouts filled the corridor, Eva silently walked over to the body. What are you doing? Ignoring Grace's question, she crouched down beside the dead girl and poked her face.
What the?
You.
What's wrong with you? Stop that.
Strange.
It's not real. This girl, she's just a dummy. A dummy.
How?
That's definitely a
You're
real body.
crazy!
Didn't you just say you were a liar? Why would she believe you?
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself. If no one else is offering, I can do it.
Are we ready?
Him? Well, how does that sound to everyone? He turned to look at each of us. I had my reservations, but when his gaze met mine, my lips instantly sealed shut. The look he gave me, it was unexpectedly intense.
Okay.
Yes, you could do it. The pirate casually approached the body and knelt beside it. Then, just like Eva,
Oh, be damned.
would you look at that? She's right. It is a dummy.
For real?
Say what?
How did she know it was
You
fake?
see?
My intuition. Also, a corpse would smell. This doesn't smell.
Dude, no!
As if. Could you be any more suspect?
That ain't it.
Not just that. There's something under the dummy. What is it? A tablet. John rose from the ground and turned around to face us. Sure enough, he was holding a tablet. It was slid under the dummy. There's no blood on it as far as I could tell. Nice. Hiding place. Wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't taken a closer look. Gives the impression I was supposed to, don't I?
For real?
Hey, what's on the tablet? Let me turn it on. He pressed a button, then walked over and held the tablet out for us to see. It's loading. After a few seconds of loading, symbol vanished. In its place was a photo of the girl. Kara Koskinen. Or Koskinen. Koskinen? Kara Koskinen. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna call her Kara. Ultimate Teacher's Aid. Ah, boo! Teacher's pet. What is this? However, the tablet hadn't finished loading. Just after the image. Oh. Cause of death. She was stabbed 28 times in her torso and died from blood loss. The victim also suffered from chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are on her eyes and scalp. Time of death is unknown. The victim is Kara Koskinen, the Ultimate Teacher's Aide. Yep. It reads like a body report. First, a dead body that's revealed to be a dummy. Now a body report? What is going on? Geez, took you long enough to find that tablet. Long ago, a heinous murder was committed, and the victim so happened to be an ultimate, much like yourselves. What? Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene. Can I breathe? Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the appropriate injuries. It was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. It served as a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl. So much potential. Lost to violence. What is he playing there? Anyway, it is your responsibility to figure out the details of her death. The surrounding area, the murder weapon. Now, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, but don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. He's already right in front of you. See the gray man on the tablet screen? Yep, that's your guy. Please investigate the crime scene and gather as many clues as you can. After a certain period of time, you will be asked to present your findings to me. Believe me, it's in your best interest to put your full effort into this. Have fun.
Not okay!
Investigation? What the hell?
Back off.
Fuck, enough of this already. I don't want any part of this. Stop telling me what to do. Grace grabbed a large chunk of the rock on the floor and ran to the speaker. Screaming an obscenity, she pulled her hand as far back as she could.
Brutal!
No, wait, what was the watch? Trying to destroy private property? That's a zap.
Fuck you!
Holy!
Is he for real? Is this school really trying to make us solve an old murder?
Don't say that.
Hold on, you guys. You can't just believe everything that Stranger Man claims. Why would Eden's Garden Academy, any academy for that matter, do something like this? Even if it tried to do the Ultimate Talent Program, wouldn't have stopped it. I wouldn't underestimate the school board executives. Money can get to people's heads and make them take risks they shouldn't. This academy said it was unique. Maybe this is their version of an entrance exam.
What a joke.
They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they've forgotten what people want. More like they've forgotten how to be sane. Would the UTP really be okay with
about
this?
it this way.
Seems pretty counterintuitive. Everyone would want to quit their enrollment after this. And sue.
I'm talking.
If this is the work of a separate group, why are they using the academy's name? As a way to hide their own, maybe. They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden.
So...
Explain. Well, what if they knew we all had to board a train? It would explain why we passed out. They boarded the train before us and planted a bag with the gas.
There's gotta be something.
Because this happened on the train to the academy, they would claim that they are the academy.
If I may ask.
Everyone keeps saying they. Isn't it the speaker man who kidnapped us?
That's not it.
It's obviously wasn't just him. Seizing a train, bringing 16 people to an unknown location, that takes a team to do. Of course, that raises another glaring question. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Is it because we're Ultimates? It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up. I think I will let the rest of you handle this. I doubt I'm needed in this grotesque situation. I'll just be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, can I come with? I feel super bad leaving you alone.
Sure.
Sure, I suppose.
You can do it.
Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it. On that note, Diana and Toshiko walked away in the direction of the room with the kitchen.
Don't get close!
I'm coming with them. Screw this. Kai took off down the hallway, like his life depended on it. Better than
I don't
us.
know.
I don't know about all this. Will that man really let us go if we investigate?
calm.
We won't know if we continue standing like this. Now, for now, all we can do is risk and do as he says. What up? What up? What up, my boy? As of now, it's my only way to learn more information about my current situation. I can only hope that this ordeal will be over soon. We going straight into this. What's up? I'm doing alright. I streamed this last night, and by last night, I mean at 4 in the morning and ended it at around like 6:25 or something. But, maybe it probably wasn't 6:25, but it was definitely 6 in the morning. All that really happened was like introductions and whatnot. I was legit watching the VOD of the last stream. Oh, perfect. Well, yeah. So, not much had really happened. But apparently we're jumping straight into the freaking investigation. So, yeah. I don't know when you got here, but this is an old murder, to summarize it, and we gotta investigate. assuming it's playing the rules of actual, like the original, actual Danganronpa, we can't fuck up. Oh shit, she dead. No, it's a dummy. It's a reconstruction of an old murder. And it's really interesting, because if this is a reconstruction, this proves that this is a reoccurring killing game. So, either it's a reoccurring killing game, or it's a killing game that happened before, that went off successfully, and is being continued. That's all I can think of. Yeah. So, the victim is Kara Koskinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. She's a teacher's pet. Honestly, she deserved it. Look, she had a freaking AK. A gun. Either she had a gun or someone else had a gun. But she wasn't shot. So, she had to have had the gun. Now, stop me if I'm wrong, but if you have a gun and you die to being stabbed, you deserve to die at that point. That's all I'm saying. Like, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have been killed. I wouldn't have gotten shanked 28 times to the torso. I would have been there, printed up against the wall, posted up against the wall. What the fuck did I say printed for? Posted up against the wall, waiting, shooting anybody that came through. It ain't happening to me. She also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are her eyes and scalp. So, basically, what I'm getting, right? She got doused. Someone went, yeah! And then quickly moved out the way. Because if you go, yeah, that means she's like burning. And then it was probably like acid or something. And then she started firing, right? And then that would make sense. Someone, moves out the way and that's what I'm saying. Cause of death is a blood loss. Time of death is unknown. There's a lot going on here. Chemical burns in addition to 28 stab wounds. You cannot tell me that's not a Detroit reference. Jesus. I don't want to believe anything the speaker guy says, but if this murder really is based on true events, damn, the killer's totally sick in the head. Hold on, that guy was going off with the guitar. Hold up. Also, is the music good? Do I need to turn it up, turn it down, lower my mic, keep it where it's at? Let me know. It's going off. Also, another thing that I've noticed, this has to be a cult, man. This has to be a cult. Like, why are they wearing masks? Alright, gotta investigate the body. Our captors gave us a lot of information about the victim. To their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Damn it, it's just a doll, Damon. Stop hesitating. Alright. The doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt had been ripped open, exposed bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. Alright, it's good. Thank you. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of a doll. Shit, I'd be afraid of a doll too. Alright. Let's inspect the assault rifle. The initial sight of a doll shocked me so much I completely overlooked the rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why was the rifle near her body? The rifle. Could you step back for a bit? I'm curious about something. No, before I could finish my sentence, John walked over to where I was and picked up the gun.
Hey.
You're messing with the crime scene. Ignoring me, he released the magazine of the gun with a surprising ease. From the top of the magazine produced a loaded bullet.
I see.
Yep, that's interesting. The rifle hasn't even been used. But she definitely deserved to die! Unless, right? Oh, she got betrayed. She got betrayed. Imagine, right? Picture this. She's paranoid. She knows someone's out to get her. She's posted with the gun. She's waiting in the room. Someone walks in. It's someone she knows, trusts. right? So she lowers her guard. He's like, oh, it's just you. But then, that's when things go south. The person, douses her. She drops the gun. Her eyes burning. She's blind. Then, the person, 28 times. Hey, if I get that right on the money, I'm just goated. I'm goated. Let him cook, let him cook. Better than holding it. Damn, a loaded gun. What was going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Unless that gun was purely for intimidation. That's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. Anything else? Just gotta make sure. You know, sometimes you gotta check for back here. Crime scenes can be a little A bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say that this must have been the murder weapon. Damn, no extra information. I mean, it is just a knife, so. Alright, let's inspect the body. The girl had been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need the tablet to know that. However, her cause of death, you'd think it was the stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. Taking a closer look, the wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least, not deep enough to pierce her heart. If she died from blood loss, what does that say about the killer? They probably could have killed her quickly, but if they wanted, did they want her to suffer a slow death? Damn, that's messed up. Yeah, I knew it! I knew it! Hands. Alright, that's still part of the body. So, 2 hands. Her hands were surprisingly clean and all things considered. There were no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. It looked like she was dried blood. It has dried blood underneath them. Why was there blood underneath her nails, but not on the rest of her hand? She probably scratched at the killer. Just saying. That seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Here we go. Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. Oh my god. What is up with these big words, bro? I've never seen these words a day in my life. It was the last place I'd want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. Alright. Let's see. What can we investigate? Absolute. Oh. Bucket. What the bucket doing? Is that puke? It's a bucket, pretty typical for finding inside of a janitor's closet, but why is it randomly lying there? There's nothing inside it except, what does that smell? It smells like bleach. Ooh. Yep. See, I'm telling you. She was doused. She was doused. That went, yeah! Alright. Stuck with you. There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check the entire closet. No thanks. A person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Is there more that I'm missing? No, I think I just have to talk to everyone.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said. Though, I'm still skeptical about the validity of the statement. Alright, and let's check with you.
Check it out!
Hey, check out what's behind this door. Saying that she stepped away from the corner. It's a ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Why was she
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointed in you.
So hacky.
You call that thing a ladder? It's so obviously a step ladder.
Seriously?
Aren't they practically the same thing?
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. Ugh, a guy that doesn't get my references is no fun to be around. I'm gonna check out on the peeps. Oh, that was a reference? That went over my head. That went over my head. She's already out of here? Did she even investigate anything? Alright. Back of the closet. I need to inspect the area around me. I think let's move it back to the closet. But, oh, shelf. I didn't even know I could investigate that! The shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I briskly inspected them, lifting each towel to check for anything underneath. Many had gathered dust, but that was it. Nothing looked suspicious about them. Can I go to the back of the closet now? Oh my god. Clock. There's a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works. Looks like everything around here. I should check out the other end of the room. Oh, now you want to check out the other end of the room? Like, you wanted me to check out that singular clock that if I did not look up for, what the fuck are y'all doing back here? Screw you. Yep, camera. I saw what happened. It's another surveillance camera. It's the guy on the speaker watching through us. Just the thought made my stomach turn. Oh, let me make sure there ain't nothing. Nothing. Okay. Let's talk with my boy first.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
I checked all the containers on this shelf. They're all full with the exception of one. A bottle of bleach. There was a bucket in this closet that reeked
Makes sense.
That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort this has been put into this. I can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it. Let's talk with this bitch. That security camera, it's brand new. Now that you mention it, it does look out of place. You'd think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here. Did it recently get cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech. Typical schools, spending more on security and educating their students. True! Let her spit, let her spit! That's assuming this is even the Academy's doing. Alright, let's talk with you.
Golly!
These shelves are real intriguing. Take a look. Some of these cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s. Hey, you recognize them? Because I use them. Why would you do that?
How should I put
Old
it?
chemicals do the job better since there were fewer regulations about what poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to alert the fuzz. Feds, fuzz. That's funny. I'm sure they don't care about her black market cleaning supplies. Bum, 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 bum. Alright everyone, it's time. Look at you all. You investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find us somewhere near the Tree of Ignorance. I freaking love that name. Tree of Ignorance? Oh my god, that sounds so bad. Ass. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap happy. See you soon. Class trial? What the hell does that mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation. If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk to the others. Indeed we shall. I mean, I didn't expect to just jump straight into this. Like,
Come off the grass.
what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine.
Duh.
Obviously, we're going to court. Court?
What?
He's going to put us on a trial?
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current investigation. I mean, situation. Investigations, clues, files? What else would that stuff be for? Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing the key suspect and witness. But they don't seem to be relevant to this case
Wait a
anyway.
minute.
You mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree.
Focus.
Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator
Just
anywhere.
follow me.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like some dumb game. If we're really going on trial, that's gonna be a nuisance to deal with. We might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left. I guess I have no choice but to go as well. Ooh. First class trial, let's go. That's what I'm saying. You're just jumping straight into this. Gotta look around though, because you know these people behind. They be yep, see, these people be hiding. You gotta get every bit of dialogue. How do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all?
Simple.
Oh, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy, that's it. Yeah, quite. I completely concur. She's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I could tell she's sweating bullets. Move out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. It's just her? Tree room. First trial, first trial, first trial. When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already bickering.
Check it out.
A big tree? Eden's Guardian Academy? Overused religious symbol. Damn, let me speak. Overused religious symbolism is tight. I really hope we could get out of this.
You.
Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking
Come off
her?
the grass.
Come off the grass. She's clearly faking her
Am
talent.
I hearing you?
And that
right?
makes her one of the bad guys? Who would want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret to hide? I bet she's the one who brought the gas bomb onto the train. And she didn't think to bring a gas mask to avoid passing out or whatever.
No one else is gonna say.
If all you needed was a mask to protect you, then. Hey, don't look at me. I literally passed out. This helmet's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to say.
No. The liar chick's totally sus. Don't say that ever again. Just look at how calm she's been acting. She somehow knew that dead body was a dummy. Then she poked it in the face. That's not
Deal
normal.
with it.
I told you, it was my intuition. Intuition, my ass.
Hold your horses.
It's not unbelievable. My gut told me that my gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're all on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Where's this elevator supposed to be again? That's right. There's meant to be an elevator. There's also different rooms I'm noticing. Hold on. If we can roam around again in this room, I want to, like... Oh! Wait! They're like, sorority symbols, right? Among Us! Hold on. I just realized I left this on intermission. Shit, my fault. I meant to put it here. But, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Also, I don't know if this chat box works or not. There's a chat box right here, but I don't think it works. I'm gonna leave it right there for now. But, hold on. I want to pull up the sorority symbols. Sorority symbols, right? I think they're sorority symbols, right? Maybe. No. Never mind, I don't think they are. Damn, I thought I was on to some shit. Well, actually, no. No, yeah. They are. Hold on. Shit. Chat box check. Yeah, no, it's not working, bro. I think it's mainly for Twitch, maybe, instead of YouTube, but fuck Twitch. We don't like Twitch. Alright, it's Greek symbols, right? I assume. So let me Greek sorority symbols is what I should look up. God damn, let me Google. Jesus Christ. Greek sorority symbols. My phone went off. It's telling me the different sororities, it's not showing me their symbols. Hold on. I just had a picture. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, please. Was it this? Yeah. Open image in new tab. Okay. Let me oh, we're gonna go to live real quick. Where's add source? Right here. Let's see. Color, display capture, right? Or no. Let's do window capture so that I can automatic. Yeah. This. Yeah. Look at this. So I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. So, but if you look on the left side on the door, you see that symbol? It's like a circle in it with a squiggly line, right? So if you look, I don't know if my mouse is showing, but where is it? What's this? Yeah, Sigma. That O right there, that's pretty damn similar. Oh wait, no, it's Delta. It's Delta. At the top, the fourth one, it's Delta. That is an exact match. Exact. That is Delta. See, I got knowledge. I'm smart. I'm smart. Look at me figure this out. See? I fucking knew it. And see, there's one right there on the right. You can barely see it above Wolfgang's head. Right? Window capture. You're gonna have to work here again. Okay. It's like an X, so it could be Chi, right? That's what I'm thinking. It's Chi. Because that's the only one that has that, you know, that match. But it, and another thing is, I thought it was Upsilon, or Upsilon, however it's pronounced, but it doesn't have that little curve that the Y had. So, hey, I'm just saying. Anyway, let me just get back to this. Oh, it will. Yes. Yeah. Oh wait, it is Upsilon. What the fuck? Oh shit. I lied. And then this is like a C and an X. So this one would be... I actually don't fucking know. I'm looking at this picture and it's not even there. Uh-oh. Oh, gulp. Huh. Maybe they're not all things. That's a no. They are sororities. Either that or yeah. No, they are. Unless it's not about sororities, but it's the Greek alphabet, right? Because I just realized that's what this picture fucking is. So this is beta. Shit. This is beta. Alright. This is delta. I'm guessing that's the big boss room. Where is that? That's epsilon. That's epsilon. This is upsilon or upsilon. What is this? I'm gonna assume Chi because I don't really. I'm looking at the picture and I'm not seeing anything else that matches. So I'm gonna say it's Chi. Anyway, I'm gonna inspect the statue because I just have a gut feeling that this might be related. I didn't notice it the first time, but the edges along the missing section were surprisingly clean. It looked less like a chunk naturally fell off and more like someone carved it out.
What you doing?
You notice I said you too, don't you?
You alright?
What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a piece missing. Is that weird? That statue's probably like super old. It makes sense. It's been cracking and stuff. No, this definitely seems intentional.
Wait.
Like it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it?
What about...
Maybe if we find the piece and place it on the statue, something will happen, like a puzzle-solving game. That sounds like a far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt.
Easy.
You saying we should look around for the maps? Shut your Scooby Dooby Doo having ass up.
Whatever.
This isn't a never mind. With that, everyone started looking for it. Alright.
Oi!
Hey everyone, I found it! Thank God I did not want to look for that. We gathered around Grace to see what she was holding.
Nice.
Nice. That must be it. What should we do with it? Do we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
Back off, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slotted it right into the mask. But then nothing
Fail.
happened. That was anticlimactic. Suddenly, the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Oh, shit!
I love this guy. That's fucking clean. That was clean. What? Yo, I was right. That actually worked. Oh my God. This game is not for kids. Ain't no way he did the Scooby left. He did. He went, wee. That's what he did. A fucking secret passageway in a tree? I never thought I'd see that. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it, and justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom. Yes, because you know what they say, ignorance is bliss.
Game over, man!
Oh
Game
God,
over!
now he's spitting random philosophy? We're so fucked. Will this take us to the elevator?
What about...
There's stairs at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
What are we waiting for? Let's
If
explore.
I may ask.
Why the sunrise?
Duh.
I want to go home.
Elementary, my
If we
dear.
get... Never say that shit again.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just walk in. One by one, we approach the opening of the tree. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of hungry. We descended into the darkness. This is an elevator. Oh, okay, hold on. Now that I have a chance to count everybody, let me make sure that everyone is actually here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I just had to make sure because, you know, sometimes just one person ends up missing and, you know, I just gotta make sure. I see the elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. With a rumble, the elevator began to descend. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. Bit of lag there. That's what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place. For what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator, and a tree? None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and then the movement stops completely. The doors opened. Ew! That is clean. But also keep in mind the whole Eden's Garden thing. You know, religious, right? Where's the only place you ever see stained glass? Rhetorical question. Churches. Wait, I don't think that was a rhetorical question. But even still, you mainly see them in churches. What does this look like? It's decorated like a church. Eden's Garden, Garden of Eden? I don't know, man. It's time, baby. Yes, sir, it is. It's fucking time. In the center of the room, 16 podiums have been arranged in a circle. Were those for us? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoy the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions. And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course.
Back off.
Not the zapping again. Just face it, Miss Madison. We have to go along with this demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. There was no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Woo! Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry. It didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do was move forward. We had to hope for an escape, a way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Would you like... Hell yeah, I would love to save my fucking game. The fuck? Okay, so the way I'm going to start saving these games, except for this first slot, the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to save, like, during the beginning of the investigation, the trial, and then the conclusion. Right? So, that's how this is finna work out. Let me get me. Do you trinket? Truth bullets. Alright, we have a tablet, bloody knife, assault rifle, bucket, and hands. Change difficulty? Nah, keep that on normal. I don't know what this game is like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Normal is the safest option you could ever go for. And especially in a Danganronpa game, no, I am not doing no hard difficulty.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial.
Show
The
yourself.
objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Show yourself. Pussy.
Get me out of here.
You is nothing but a bitch. You is nothing but a bitch. You won't show yourself, that's it. If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here,
Give
get
me-
me out of here, get 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 me
Ah! Somebody get me out of here!
Oh, shit!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Oh, this guy's from the 1900s. Ain't nobody say telly anymore! Holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this trial.
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
I love how his voice is actually muffled.
Who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
He's spitting.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Oh, she's just fucking dead. These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive all at the wrong conclusions. That's the sound of a non-stop debate. Woohoo! Truth cylinder. Time. Weak spot. Time. Oh my god, bro. Not the timer. Hate the timer, man. Turn that shit off. Students. Yeah, I know how this works. Oh, I only get one.
The mystery was never about...
Okay, that's how you slow.
True. Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
We gotta
And
listen
what could
through.
have spilled that blood besides that big scary gun?
Oh, it's right click. Alright.
I didn't get a good look at the body. That big scary gun.
It's right click.
No,
I
that's
had to figure it out.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa!
searched that place from top to bottom.
Alright, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity. Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
It's the knife, dumbass. Never mind, I don't want her number no more.
I got it.
Favorite part? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The investigations go
It's
crazy.
literally right next to the victim's body.
Lysocam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were
Go.
present at the crime scene.
Go.
But
Go.
only the knife
Go.
was used.
Go. I know I gave him slander before, but go. Go. Look at the feather he got on him, bro.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man,
wasn't
I don't
stored.
know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
No, it is.
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Shut up! The bait. I'm gonna control. I need to say something. What we got? Tablet, assault rifle. Alright, alright. Let's listen through.
To
Let's listen through.
reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
Yeah.
I
Because
bet
they
that
didn't.
gun didn't even work.
Oh.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them.
True.
And yet, they did.
It wasn't the killer though.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
The killer was holding the gun, but considering the details of the situation, I don't think otherwise.
To reiterate,
Okay.
both
I think I know. I think I know where we're going.
Was broke. Would have
Oh
no
shit! I missed it. Fuck.
Be for the aesthetic.
Turn on auto.
to
by accident.
reiterate, both the
Gun these days, it's all
If the gun was broken, then
It's my favorite part about these things when you actually get it right.
If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
Rah!
you think the killer was alive?
No.
Oh,
they were
shit, the
definitely
auto is actually-
armed with
Shit.
a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet.
Yep.
She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh.
I guess that makes some sense.
I like how short
Complete
the
sense.
auto action actually is
I
compared
wouldn't
to
be
that.
so sure
The
about
actual
that.
Danganronpa game
Aren't
where
you
they're so
overlooking
long.
something?
Huh?
Who the f is calling
The
me?
victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct?
Hold on, I actually want to answer this. Hello? Hello? Okay, have a nice day. Love you. I don't know who it was. Some random state. Yo, James! Man said on Discord he's asleep. My butt. I haven't touched Discord, dude. I started my computer and I was like, Eden's Garden. Okay, so hop off my meat, bro. Hop off my meat. But speaking of Discord, I should probably change that. Here we go. Alright, back on auto.
If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true.
Oh yeah, her
There's evidence
hands!
of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically, evidence that shows the victim attempted to fight back.
This is it.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor? Or in the hallway?
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
Yeah, there was none of that.
No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of
But
drag
then there
marks.
would be blood puddles.
Wouldn't the killer have been covered
There
in
would also be puddles of like blood, you know, or
It should
blood
have gotten
drops.
everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon.
Unless she was
Carrying her
killed
would
there.
have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
No, yeah, no,
Moving
you can
on.
stab someone and blood doesn't drip out anywhere. Never mind, I'm tripping.
That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Oh, turn off auto. There must be something we're missing. Something that explains how the victim was overpowered. And I know I'm the only one who can figure that out. Okay, this is where I'm having to agree with someone. Okay. 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 You're funny as hell. Oh god. Bucket, tablet, victim's hands.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
Oh, he got a list.
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought
That's
the
it.
killer
That's
was
it.
her
That's it.
friend?
That's it.
I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
True.
She tried clawing.
All right, that's the one. That's the one. We gotta go back to him. We gotta go back to him.
That slimy killer.
She still.
I bet that girl didn't even see.
I'm honestly fucking goated.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible!
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back?
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
You know what? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Because let's be honest, if someone splashed bleach into your eye, because our natural reaction is to touch where we got hurt. So what if, you know, it happened, she went, ah, she dropped the gun and went, ah! That would make more sense. Yeah.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous.
If she didn't see it coming, how were the stab marks in front of her body? Alright, so here, alright. So here's how I think it happened, right? So she gets blinded. She drops the gun. The person like tackles her or something, or just goes up to her and just starts stabbing. Just stabbing. That's the only thing I can think of, man. I don't know what else it could be.
Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
No. The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No, not yet.
Seriously?
Forgot about the bucket.
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Because you gotta figure out the
Understand,
victim.
I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far.
The killer.
Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
Bro. Hold on. If we're playing by, like, Danganronpa rules. If they're... Because remember, I think in the third game, you had to investigate someone else's murder, right? I think it was the third game. Either that or the second one. You had to investigate it because the last people who did it got it wrong. And we all know what happens when you get something wrong in a class trial. I'm just saying, these students probably got it wrong, and the killer escaped. Maybe. Who knows?
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in, the motive?
Bingo.
Mm-hmm. You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Oh no, shocker again, bro. Shocker again. Actual killer.
You guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster.
I'm sick of her ass.
I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision. Cause there's a big ass elephant in this room. An elephant in the room?
I don't see it.
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl.
Yo, hold on. Unrelated note, I went outside. Look, I found a dinosaur. I found a freaking dinosaur. It's really freaking cool. It's just a fucking dinosaur. I don't know. Has nothing to do with this, but it's a dinosaur. I thought I'd share it.
Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
We like dinosaurs.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
But then how'd it get in the
That
bucket?
bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took
Bing,
place,
bing.
I'd say.
And what is this something else?
All
Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
Alright, I guess. She did mention the bucket, so we can't kill her. Yet. Before we move on from the subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. Let's put out this fire. Where's the bucket, Truth Bullet?
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container?
Oh shit, that
There
went
were
by
a bunch
fast.
in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun. So when the victim came...
Shut the fuck.
Call the fire brigade.
Alright.
Well...
Into another bottle?
What about a
container? There we go.
I got it.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
a broken clock is right twice a day?
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use
that
that
even
bucket
mean?
to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes, especially without her knowing? There must have been some kind of clue missing here.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns.
She did.
However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work?
The bucket was on the shelf!
Unless those chemicals came from above?
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they could have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference.
Eh?
The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
It's a shelf. The door?
I got it.
Makes more sense than a stepladder.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the
She was hunting him?
Is a possibility, yes.
That's
sounds like the best
crazy!
conclusion. There's just one problem.
That's a
How was
twist.
the killer able to reach that high? Unless
Stepladder, they were
abnormally
short.
Tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next
Dang,
brief discussion.
teacher's pet had the
How
blip,
did the killer set
right?
this trap?
She had the this took a turn. I thought she was being hunted. Nah, she was doing the hunting. She was like, where your bitch ass at? But that person was one step ahead. put the bucket of bleach on the door, when she opened that, it went and So it was in self-defense. Oh, she was ready to. Oh, that's crazy. Spot selection. Step ladder. Easy.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
Tornado, I'm not about to click through this.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match point. Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far. But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Hey, you can't say that with the black person right next to you, bro. That's racism beyond compare. Like, you can't say that, especially in this day of age.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
No, you gotta get straight to it. I have to agree. They have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. Outside the janitor closet, on top of the door frame, behind the door, in the back of the back.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
The killer was hiding in the back of the closet.
All humans are great apes, so she's not.
If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance,
James,
there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
So I'm thinking, right? This person's being hunted, and she didn't want to hurt this person. That's why either she didn't want to hurt him, or they were incredibly weak that the knife did not go in deep. That's why she died of blood loss, because after the 28 stab wounds, she ran off, or he ran off. Hey.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
You're picking up.
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder.
Here we go with this Viking bullshit. Yeah, self-defense murder in V1.
Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
Who said it was a man?
Amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse. 28 stab wounds. No girl,
he did it!
No person
he did the thing! He did the thing! He did the thing! Can I go back? Oh my god, he did the thing! GOAT! That's why he's the GOAT!
Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We've figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
But if you figured it out, why is it still going?
Not finished here.
Huh?
You gotta figure out who it is.
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case.
It wasn't
We
fictional.
aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency, this is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked them out.
Nope.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense.
It
No matter
had to
what
be.
excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud. You seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
God damn. Shit. To further the trial so far, nothing to change your approach. Dare not stop debates. Emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear on purple text. You can absorb these pathos by hovering over them and pressing E. Then load into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponent. Okay. So, we absorb the shits into the truth bullet that's being contradicted.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you. If you have no proof. So says the ultimate liar.
Or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to the truth.
To kill Kara so easily without
28
restraint.
stab wounds.
There is no way to justify this.
You don't even just the crime scene.
Dead or brought to justice.
But how can we do that? There's
It said E, right?
if you have no proof.
Shit. Hold. Absorb empathy. I did that shit.
So says the ultimate liar.
To kill
Kara so easily. There is no way to take it. You expect me to think with the sadistic we
I held E.
They left.
This killer deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof. So says the ultimate liar.
I got a notification.
To kill Kara so
Okay, I have it
easily
now.
and there's no way to expect me to stay calm. This was the sadistic killing of one of you. Brightest.
Shit!
I don't see how.
Kara.
Shut up.
There is no way to take it. You expect me to think with the sadistic we
Couldn't about the kill. Could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
Shit! Is it the other one really? See, oh no, I'm sorry. But one thing I hate about Danganronpa is that they don't make these things obvious. Like none of these are like answers that you can just obviously pick out. You just gotta kind of go for it.
About the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
Really?
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
If you have no proof.
Oh shit, it was that one. Okay. It was that one, it was that one.
Okay. But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you.
Nigga, are you serious? That wasn't it either?
To kill.
Oh my fucking god.
We should make a lot of assumptions about the killers. Could have been self.
Why does it go so fast? If the timer goes out, it's because that goes so incredibly fast for no reason. This is some bullshit.
To kill.
About the moral. This could have been self.
Bitch.
I'm glad you agree, but how does this prove anything?
I have to use this for something, right?
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm?
I have to get that fucking thing all over again?
How can we do that? If you have no proof.
Bro, I'm gonna have to restart this shit. The timer's gonna have to go out, and I'm gonna have to restart because I don't know what is going on.
Could have been self-defense.
You don't just the crime scene.
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof. So says the.
First L incoming, man. First L incoming. I don't know which one it is because none of these are obvious answers. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. Let me go back. Did I have the truth bullet when I answered the trust question? I didn't. Okay, we have one shot. We have one shot.
Could have been so.
Don't even know. I'm seeing they
deserves to be.
How can we do that? There's no reason.
No, that's wrong.
Fucking go! Let's go! We take no L's. We take no L's. Not in this household.
It's the lawyer.
Say what?
Woo!
He spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before.
The clutch! Turn on auto. I want my water.
If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Hey! If it means going home, then you guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Thank you all for your support.
I like how Winona does not have a
Oliva,
last name.
Do you still disagree?
Or a first name.
Even if
I
I
don't even know
did,
anymore.
it's not worth pursuing.
I'd assume last name.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're disembodied voice! We've figured out your stupid case. Now let us leave!
This is a good pass out.
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be good practice.
Practice.
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together.
I like that mentality.
Let's dig into it.
She's gonna die. She's gonna die. I can already see it. Alright. This is my favorite part of everything. Okay, so what we have. Opening the door, janitor closet, going stepladder. Okay. Where did the killer hide? Do I... What do I do? Insert stock confirm. Oh, spacebar. Okay, there we go. What was the victim carrying? Stepladder, opening the door. What did the killer pour into the bucket? How did the killer reach the door frame? How was the trap triggered? Okay, there we go, there we go. So we should have, okay, clawing at the killer's neck. What did the victim do when they were stabbed? See, we're figuring this out. Assault rifle. Huh? Oh, the beginning. And bleach. See, we figured it out!
I got it.
Animate this shit for me.
The victim was
Put that shit
Karakoshkin
on auto.
my teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Aye, they needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes. Sneaky little bastard.
I love the different accents for each of these characters.
But to
definitely
do that,
adds diversity.
they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And The bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Youch!
Freaking Jet.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case.
Yep.
Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor horse would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already.
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Let's go!
What's that all about?
We're about to meet the villain. He better not look stupid. Oh shit, that's actually kind of badass.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land, serve it, or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Interesting.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Fucking Jet.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy?
He got drip, he got drip.
No. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
I'll let the name slide. I'll let it slide. Killing Game. Oh shit. Class trial in. Let's go. No L's. Could you call me Tozu for short?
Hey, the show must go on.
Oh shit, auto's on. Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning.
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
blood is
are going to kill each other. That's not...
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery. I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us?
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no. Absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth. And if I recall correctly, should I agree? Leave this place. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home. You sneaky son of a bitch.
Not okay.
That's not. You're full. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He's spitting. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy, bullshit. What am I doing? Believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying. Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away?
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants.
Please don't.
Please don't do
I
this.
just want to go home.
That's... Oh, well, fuck your family. Please, just let me go
There's no
home.
need to worry.
There's no need to cry, Miss Tallnear. Huh? We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you've proposed a, quote, killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill. Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly? Yeah, that's right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this. Yawn. Get to killing. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return her to nature. My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
That's your argument.
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their name and ultimate talents? Bro, I fucking hate phones. Toshiko is 100% gonna kill someone. Oh god.
Pathetic.
If you do, then tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple hours to get to know everyone. There's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise. Not! You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a sport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
All you did was just make us play detective.
Plot twist.
And for good reason. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit if you can. Why is auto on? Turn that shit off. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really. I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter.
Such
nonsense.
disrespect.
All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that, or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive?
No shot.
2 people. That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Done.
I know. That's what makes it so funny! Most of you will die no matter what, and yet, with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite.
I can't wait to
for
see all of you in
destruction.
action. I'm not laughing. The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind.
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another, and when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's... fucking finally. I'm sick of her ass.
Hey, stop already. There's a...
But before we could do anything... Whoa! The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Oh, she got grazed? Bullshit. L sniper. L. You should be fired. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by a stray bullet. Shotty bad. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Oh! She's the chick from the picture. Where each one was wearing a mask, so it is gang affiliated. So it's like Danganronpa 3 with Monokuma and then the Mono Cubs. But except I assume the person in the goat mask is or ram mask, whatever, is the leader, and then these are the followers, right? So it is like a cult. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working with him.
You
shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them? Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful of their life. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence. I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots, that was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case.
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents. Truthfully, I don't. But I will continue to trust them as if I do, because they're ultimates. They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. He's right. Grace was trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by the run-in death.
Don't test me.
Run-in with death. No matter how weird things these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw all that away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity against Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. For some reason, it made me sick.
My.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I am quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by another. You got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why won't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you can continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that it will be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
Yeah, speak up, girl. Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all need. So stop trying to turn us against each other. The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished admonished Eva. Big words. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Eva's right. Huh?
No!
Damon, not you too. Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone, but Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anyone.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty insane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? This question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings.
Wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding. Running a business that feeds millions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously, but come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel the words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality.
Yeah.
Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial. Oh, you better spit! You better throw them shots!
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us because you could say words nobody else understands? Hey, sometimes you gotta speak a little gibberish for the weak-minded. You might see it as gibberish, but he sees it as peak, like, I don't know, I can't think of the word. But, you know, he's talking his shit. He talking his shit, Jet. You better back off. Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is, do you know? Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to. It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads.
Isn't this lovely?
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable scent of bloodthirst? Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who could spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the killing game area. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Lost.
Thanks. Now can you get
Good
lost?
evening.
Okay. We return to his podium with the masked woman trailing closely behind. Yawn! The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone, right? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out of here, okay? It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure that we didn't trust each other too easily. And now that I'm being treated like the bad guy, will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. So cue to the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. Is this a Danganronpa remix? Hold up. Hey! Hey! Hold up. That was a sick shot. Da, 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 da. Hold up. Oh, hey, he got that lick. Hold on. fuck? Yeah, even this music loud as hell, but I can't skip it. Clap it up! This is a sick ass game. Please tell me this ain't at the end, bro. Please say there's more. Oh, that's sick. That's some cool artwork. No! No! I need more! Please say there's more after this. No! No! Oh! I need more, bro. Wow. Kevin Jared does Tozu. Oh, I don't even know who that is, but hey, they did a good job. Yeah, even though Tozu got his ass beat, he's still cool as fuck. No, bro. Alright, listen. Respect to everyone, but I'm not about to sit here through the freaking credits, man. Damn. What's that third option? There has to be more, man. Come on. There has to be more. Surely. 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 To the intermission. To the intermission screen. There has to be more. Project Eden's Garden. Maybe they... Definitely subscribe it on YouTube if I haven't already. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, subscribe. Notifications on too, man. Yep, Twitter right here. Follow. Man. Damn. This shit is cool as fuck. Damn, man. I guess Chapter 0 did just recently come out, so... It was getting good. Yeah, so this chapter did recently come out, so the next one probably won't release for a hot minute. Shut up, it's an iPhone, I swear. But, I mean, even still, like... It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Alright, get me out this trash game. I'm joking, it's not trash. It's freaking great. It's freaking great. I loved it. It was amazing. Dare I say it could be better than Danganronpa Trigger Happy or in the second one? I don't know. We won't know until we play the rest of this damn game. Hey, that was great. That was great. They got us right in the loop immediately. On the first chapter? Hold on. Because if they got us going on the first chapter... No, this ain't even the first chapter. This is chapter 0. This was the prologue. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. I am definitely going to be keeping up with this game, and I'm going to stream every chapter. This was great. It was amazing. Mwah. Alright. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to end the stream now, because that's all I really came for. So, that was cool. That was cool. I am not mad. I am not disappointed in that. For something to be a banger on the first part. Slaps. Alright, I'm out.